The One Man Show.
You are now tuned in to The One Man Show. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. One Man Show. You are watching The One Man Show.
Hey, there, hey, I'm out and about again. Woohoo! I woke up this morning. Get in! How am I feeling today? Well, I'm feeling good. Doodaloo-loo-loo. No. How am I feeling today? Well, something was crossing my mind over the last couple of days that said, why are we just not happy? When we wake up in the morning, why are the majority of us just not happy? And then I started to think about aminals and insects and thought to myself, I wonder if an ant wakes up depressed. I wonder if a puff adder wakes up and goes, oh God, I've got to kill another frigging frog today. I wonder if a sheep wakes up and goes, well, I'm not Sunday lunch today. Why not? Does nobody love me? And it's down to, in my humble opinion, it's down to the fact that we know more than the ant, the sheep, or the rabbit. Because the only thing a rabbit can be scared of is looking about and going, fucking fox! Ah! But the rabbit won't know it's a fox, because it's only us that call it a fox. The rabbit's going to go, fucking hell, there's a red head thing there. He's not even going to call it red, is he? He's just going to go, enemy! And run like fuck. Because it's inbred into them to know that there's predators out there that want to eat them. A sheep doesn't know it's going to end up on the plate, and a snake doesn't know that it can eat something else but frogs. It's evolution, and our evolution over the last few years, say a few years, hundreds of years I guess, has brought us to the point now where we all feel inadequate. Even the multi-millionaires you read, and they feel inadequate. They have to use drugs to keep that buzz. It's nuts, innit? I remember my grandparents, my dad's mother, we would go down to Hartlepool every other week on the Saturday. And she would bake and bake and bake. And a couple of hours later, we'd all be going, oh my God, my stomach hurts. Because she never fully cooked the pies. The apple pie, the bottom always was soggy. But she'd been taught by her mother. But they seemed happy in their lot. They didn't want for anything, from what I can understand. They lived in a terraced house in Hartlepool and lived their life. My grandparents, my grandfather, worked as a blacksmith in the pits. My grandmother used to work in a pub as a young girl, and I found out. And the first kiss between them was going through a tunnel on the steam train from Crook to Bishop Auckland. My granddad pinched a kiss. And had he not done so, I wouldn't be here. My dad's wiggly things would have created somebody different. But what distinguishes us between us and aminals is we have desires. Personally, I think social media is destroying civilization. Mentioned last time, we need to have the best photograph. Oh, look what my daughter's doing, look what my son's doing, look at this view across the oceans. Oh my God, look what I'm doing now. And we're all starting to feel inadequate. And if somebody tries to poach on what we do, we all get instantly upset. And that brought me to think about the ants. Because really, I believe we're just big ants, living on one great whacking big anthill. The ants have one queen, there's workers, and there's other ants. Soldier ants. And the soldier ants know what they've got to do. I'm defending my anthill. And the workers know what to do. I'm going to feed the queen. And they run round like fuck. If another anthill decides, hey up, let's go and wander a bit. Ooh, maybe we could take this anthill. Same breed of ant, probably about 2 meters away from each other. And one ant comes in and goes, excuse me, can I move in? And the other ants go, fuck off. And there's a fight. Because the ant hill number 1 wants to protect itself from ant hill number 2. There's a massive great war. One of the ant hills wins. Happy days. But humans, well, we're always good within a small group, aren't we? We have our small group of friends that keep us happy. And if somebody else joins, it's, who are you? What are you all about? We're suspicious. But we open our barriers and we open our doors to the influx of thousands, then complain about it. But we do nought about it. That's why I think my country is going down the bloody pan. Because we no longer have an anthill to defend. And because of that, we've got nobody really to be proud of anymore. If you go back to the Vikings, there was always a leader. I'm the leader. And everybody knew he was until somebody else bonked him on the head with a stick or stabbed him with a sharp thing. And then somebody else took over. One person. And everybody was happy again. But now, there's none of that. We have a Prime Minister. She's about as much use as shit on a stick. We have a Queen. And her reign, I guess, or her demeanour has been diminished over years. People love her and hope she never dies, because the next alternative, Charles, well, he's just a knob. So we've evolved over a period of time from being like the ant, protecting our borders, such as World War II, to now all those people who died, well, nobody cares anymore. Open our borders, come on in. We'll feed you, we'll give you a house. And that's why I think a lot of us are unhappy with our world, because we're wandering around aimlessly. There's no such thing as a job for life, unless I guess you join the police or the fire service or something. You evolve as you get older. Your brain changes as you get older, your needs change. But there's nothing to hold everything together. Everything's falling apart. And therefore our needs become, I need something more than this. We then become unhappy. We then wander around looking for something to buy, somebody to cheat us. Oh. Since the evolution of the iPhone, you've got to have the best phone. If you're unhappy, get shut of your phone, you can buy something else. You can throw it in the bin. If you're not happy with your wife or your husband, trade it in for another model because you're unhappy. But by doing that, you're going to make some bugger else unhappy. I'm not saying you should stay with somebody for the sake of it, but both my grandparents stayed together, and I bet their life wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. We've become greedy. We've become needy. We've become that chimp. Remember the chimp brain? Wants to fling shit at everybody and then run away laughing, swinging through the trees. We've become such a throwaway society with everything. Absolutely everything. I despair. I despair for me. I despair for you. I despair for my boy in the world that he's growing up in. I despair for his kids. But we adapt, we overcome. And we chase, chase, chase. We all want to be the best. We all want people to go and look and say, I wish I was like him. Do you know something? I wouldn't change places with Wayne Rooney and all his millions. Because he has to cheat to make himself feel good, even with all these millions. Your life's in here. Your life is just about what you believe it to be. But you've got to realise you can't always be number one. You can't always have the best thing. It's just not reality. I've chased money more times than I care to shake a stick at. For what? To be unhappy. I'm actually pretty happy with my world. I'm worried. I'm worried about the future. I'm worried about this afternoon and tomorrow. What will it be? What could happen? Is it going to hurt? Nearly every human has the same emotions as you do. You're nothing special. The hustle, the hustle, the hustle. The big fucking ant's nest that nobody is protecting anymore. So the aspect is, Do what you want to do. Family around you and kids around you, yes, you've got to take them into consideration, of course you have. But if you do what you want to do, you're going to be happy. The people around you are going to be happy. Protect your own ant nest. Because in reality, that's all you've got. So until the next time, bye-bye for now. Do-doodly-doo-doo.
One Man Show. You are watching the One Man Show. Ooh, One Man Show.